Okay, last week kita dah cover introduction for 4.4 subtopic intermolecular forces of attraction. So kita dah cover what is van der Waals force, okay, what is type of van der Waals force, which are dipole-dipole and London force. Okay, so saya akan continue with hydrogen bond. Okay, so yang ni just recall back. Okay, intermolecular force in neutral molecule divide into two, van der Waals and hydrogen bond. So kita ada van der Waals force. Okay, van der Waals we have dipole-dipole and London force. So dipole-dipole exists in polar molecule. So all polar molecule will have dipole-dipole force, or known also as permanent dipole. Permanent means dia tetap begitu because of partially positive and partially negative in that molecule stay. Okay. And the second one, van der Waals force, type of van der Waals force is London force. London force or dispersion force. Okay, yang ini pun dikenali juga sebagai temporary dipole. Temporary dipole meaning partially positive and partially negative, yang dua kutub ni, dua charge ni, okay, temporary saja kedudukannya begini, okay, because bila electron move, okay, dia tak akan jadi lagi kedudukan dipole ni, dua charge ni. Okay, so that's why kita we call as temporary dipole. So kalau untuk dipole-dipole force exist in all polar molecule. Okay, so untuk London force ataupun temporary dipole exist in all molecule. So meaning polar ataupun non-polar ada juga London force. And the next one is hydrogen bond. So hydrogen bond ni belum kita discuss lagi. So actually hydrogen bond is bonding between H and the most electronegative atom in periodic table, which are F, O, and N. Meaning intermolecular force between F from one molecule and H for the other molecule. So this one is hydrogen bond. Okay, between H and F ataupun H and O. Okay, for example in water, so water H2O. So here O from first molecule bonded to H with the other molecule. So this one pun ialah hydrogen bonding. Okay, same goes untuk nitrogen. So hydrogen bond is actually a polar molecule because they are different in electronegativity, partially positive and partially negative. So here partially positive, fluorine partially negative. So between partially negative the first molecule and partially positive in second molecule. So yang specialnya untuk hydrogen bond because they are limited to these three atom, F, O, and N only. So selain daripada F, O, and N, dia ialah dipole-dipole force because molecule tu akan jadi polar molecule. Okay, so strength of intermolecular force. Okay, the strongest intermolecular force is hydrogen bond, followed by dipole-dipole, and the weakest intermolecular force is London force. Yang ni kita dah discuss. So dipole-dipole force exists in all polar molecule. Okay, all polar molecule between two different charge of molecule, partially negative and partially positive for the second molecule. So this molecule we call as polar molecule. Okay, because we have different electronegativity, sini partially negative and this side is partially positive. So in polar molecule, between two polar molecule, first polar molecule, yang ni second polar molecule, okay, because of intermolecular force antara molekul. So this force we call as dipole-dipole force. Okay, this one is London force or dispersion force. Okay, weakest intermolecular force. Okay, yang paling lemah. Form in two atom. Okay, so actually kita ada two atom. Okay, where the distribution of electron is equally. So kita tahu electron ni sentiasa bergerak-gerak. Okay, in one time, okay, pada satu masa tiba-tiba elektron ni dia berkumpul pada one side. So semua akan jadi this side. So bila pada one side, dia distribution of electron is unequal. So meaning, so this side akan jadi partially negative. So this side yang less electron akan jadi partially positive. So keadaan ni akan berlaku sementara saja, temporary. So that's why sometimes London force ni pun called as temporary dipole. Keadaan ini jadi sementara je, temporary dipole. So masa dia form begini, temporary dipole, partially negative and positive pada this molecule, dia akan induce ataupun dia akan mengarahkan, menyebabkan neighbor of this molecule, okay, form macam ni juga. Okay, for example, kita ada another molecule yang berhampiran dengan this molecule. Okay, so molecule asalnya distribution of electron dia equal, sama. Tapi bila dia berhampiran dengan yang ini, this side, partially negative. So, kawasan sini akan jadi partially positive. So, okay, this condition we call as induced dipole attraction. So molekul yang ini, first molecule, dia akan induce, menyebabkan the second molecule jadi macam dia juga. So this one partially positive, so this side akan jadi partially negative. Okay, is an attractive force that arises from temporary dipole induced in atom or molecule. So for London force exists in all atom and molecule. Okay, this one, the second type of intermolecular force, hydrogen bonding. So actually dia adalah dipole-dipole force, but we call as special dipole-dipole force because the interaction is between hydrogen and FONN, between hydrogen and the most electronegative atom in the periodic table, which are FON. Okay, for example, we have one molecule of water. Okay, this one, the second molecule of water. So hydrogen bond exists here between hydrogen and O. Hydrogen for the first molecule interact with oxygen in second molecule. Okay, same goes here. So this one molecule of NH3. Yang ni pun the second molecule of NH3. So the hydrogen bond form here between nitrogen and hydrogen in second molecule. So actually dia tak semestinya dua molekul yang sama, dua molekul yang berbeza pun boleh, tapi mesti between H and F or H and O or H and N. So kalau this one between water and NH3. So still ada juga hydrogen bond, okay, because H interact with O. So yang ini N interact with H in HF. So asal dia HNFON, okay, so dia ialah hydrogen bond. So this one example of organic compound with hydrogen bond. So interaction between alcohol and another alcohol. So this one molecule of alcohol. This one second molecule of alcohol. So general formula of alcohol is ROH. R refer to alkyl group. Alkyl group meaning berapa panjang karbon dia. For example, satu karbon dia akan jadi metanol, CH3OH. So R ni refer kepada karbon lah. So kalau dua karbon, CH3, CH2OH, ethanol. Okay, this one is R ataupun known as alkyl group. Okay, so the hydrogen bonding exists between oxygen, okay, for the first molecule, and hydrogen in second molecule. So this one is hydrogen bonding. So ini O and this one H. So remember between H and O. So in carboxylic acid, okay, so carboxylic acid, the general formula is RCOOH. Ini pun sama. R refer to alkyl group. Okay, so we have two hydrogen bond. So first hydrogen bond between oxygen in first carboxylic acid and hydrogen for second carboxylic acid. So because yang ni pun ada ending OH, so second ni first hydrogen bond, one hydrogen bond here. So ini two hydrogen bond here. Okay, and the special thing about carboxylic acid, okay, the hydrogen bond form in this shape. So we call this shape as dimer shape. Okay, macam ni bentuk. Oh, sorry. Okay, this shape. Okay, so this shape we call as dimer shape. Okay, two hydrogen bond per molecule. Okay, for the third example, amine R and H2. So ini pun sama, R refer to alkyl group. Okay, so dalam alcohol kita ada oxygen, so that's why dia boleh form hydrogen bond. Same goes dalam carboxylic acid, we have oxygen. So in amine we have N. So remember hydrogen bond ialah between hydrogen dengan FON. So O in alcohol and carboxylic acid. Okay, in amine we have nitrogen. So this one is first molecule of amine, and this second molecule of amine. So we have a hydrogen bond. Okay, here hydrogen and nitrogen for the second molecule. Yang ini pun sama, hydrogen boleh combine dengan nitrogen for the other molecule. So nitrogen ni pun boleh combine with hydrogen for the other molecule. So meaning in one molecule of amine, it can form 1, 2, 3. 3 hydrogen bond per molecule. Okay, strength of hydrogen bond proportional to the electronegativity. Okay, from periodic table, the most electronegative atom is fluorine. So HF, okay, the hydrogen bond is strongest. Okay, and nitrogen is less electronegative compared to oxygen and fluorine. So dia punya hydrogen bond weakest compared to HO and HF. Okay, that one we cover about hydrogen bond and van der Waals force. Okay, remember van der Waals force, we have dipole-dipole exists in all polar molecule, and London force exists in all molecule, polar ataupun non-polar. Okay, and hydrogen bond exists between H and FO and N. Okay, the last part in this chapter 4 is about the metallic bond. So metallic bond, okay, explain the formation of metallic bond. Metallic bond using electron C model. So metallic bond, okay, namanya pun metallic, so bonding in metal element. So that's why namanya metallic bond. Okay, so before Okay, ini definition. So before we go further, what is the definition about metallic bond? So defined as the electrostatic force. So electrostatic meaning ada dua different charge between, so kalau electrostatic between two different charge meaning satu positive charge, another one ialah negative charge. Okay, positively charged metallic ion. So metallic ion tu ialah positive charge and the C of electron. So electron itself negative charge. So negative charge daripada C of electron and positive charge tu daripada ion. So kenapa dia panggil sea of electron? Because electron tu sangat banyak. So interaction between yang hijau dengan purple ni, so that one we call as metallic bond. Positive ion and delocalized valence electron. Actually, this electron, okay, released by metal. Okay, nanti kita tunjukkan. Okay, so in metallic bond, metal atom is an arrangement of positive ion immersed in sea of delocalized electron. So disebabkan delocalized electron ni can move, so dia akan jadi good conductor of heat and electricity. So saya lukis ni untuk metallic bond. Okay, actually from definition, okay, dia ialah electrostatic force between positive metallic ion and sea of electron. Okay, for example, we have metal sodium metal. So sodium will release one electron, so become Na plus. So one electron released. Okay, for example, we put sodium in one container. So if we have one sodium plus, it will have one electron. So if we have two sodium plus, we have two electron. Okay, kalau kita ada banyak sodium plus, okay, dia akan proportional. So if we have 5 Na plus, meaning we have 5 electron. So this electron, okay, electron yang datang daripada, okay, this electron actually come from the metal when the metal release electron. Okay, so bila ada banyak elektron dalam bekas ni, dalam kawasan ni, we call as sea of electron. Okay, so the metallic bond is between sodium plus and the sea of electron. So yang warna biru ni ialah metallic bond. Okay, bonding between positive ion, positive metal ion, positive ion, and valence delocalized. Delocalized meaning electron tu tak duduk satu tempat, tak stay one position. Delocalized valence electron. Okay, for example, we have another one, aluminium. So aluminium pun metal. One aluminium will release berapa elektron? 3 elektron to form aluminium 3 plus. So kalau kita ada satu aluminium, dia akan release 3 elektron. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we have 5 aluminium, how many electron in the sea of electron? So 5 times 3, 15. So elektron yang banyak-banyak ni, okay, yang inilah yang kita panggil sebagai sea of electron. Okay, and metallic bond ialah between this positive aluminium and the sea of electron. So kalau sodium dia release one electron, jadi metallic bondnya okay, satu je sebab dia release one electron. Tapi aluminium dia release 3 electron. Jadi bondingnya boleh form 3 bonding. So strength of metallic bond proportional dengan number of valence electron. Meaning kalau dia release 3 electron, dia boleh form 3 bonding. Kalau Na dia release 1 electron, dia boleh form 1 bonding. So untuk overcome 3 bonding ni lebih tinggi, lebih susah. So require higher energy. So aluminium, the metallic bond aluminium lebih kuat daripada sodium plus. So yang ni character of metal. Okay, malleability, ability to hammer into shape. Okay, dia boleh berubah bentuk. Okay, kemudian ductility, ability untuk ditukarkan menjadi yang halus-halus tu wire. Okay, and good heat conductor and electric because of valence electron. Tadi kan dalam metallic bond dia ada valence electron yang released by metal. So that valence electron, okay, dia ialah delocalized. Delocalized maksudnya dia boleh move. So the mobility of the electron menyebabkan metal jadi sebagai good heat conductor and electricity. Okay, this one yang tadi ialah introduction untuk metallic bond. Okay, yang ini ialah factor yang influence van der Waals force. So van der Waals force ada tadi dipole-dipole and London force. So hydrogen bond, bonding between hydrogen dengan F, O, and N. Okay, and effect of hydrogen bond on the physical properties. So physical properties, kita ada boiling point, solubility, and density of water. So nanti yang ni kita akan discuss after this second video.